from the time I was about 8 years old, I wanted to be an inventor. And my parents took me to the laboratory of Thomas Edison in New Jersey, where we lived. And I was absolutely hooked. Something inside me just came alive and said, "Oh, this is what I want to do with my life. I want to be an inventor." When I was in my early 20s, I went to school. I went back to school to get a degree in biology, and I convinced the chairman of the biology department at Pace University to give me a laboratory where I could do cancer research, because I had this concept about how to neutralize selectively the electrical charge around a cancer cell membrane and not harm a healthy cell. So I began a 2-year investigational study on how to do that in 2 different types of neuroblastomas, an immunogenic and non-immunogenic. And that research was actually quite successful. Then later on, I formed a company where I started doing work for the U.S. Navy through government contractors. It was a small company with 5 guys that I was friends with. And very, very interesting group. One of my business partners developed the ground support equipment for Star Wars missile defense. Another business partner developed the supercapacitors for Sandia National Labs. Another business partner developed satellite-based systems in missile defense. So I was around some fantastic people, and what we were doing was taking new technology and developing survival equipment and power generation systems for nuclear subs. I developed a number of new methods for producing hydrogen and a hybrid between a battery and a fuel cell, which we ended up designing into a system for a Sabre 5 rescue radio. And then we went into turbines using this hydrogen-based system to develop power for emergency power generation for subs. And then that led into an oxygen supply, which led into the patches. And I developed something that was supposed to be impossible. It was a new type of oxygen system, which doesn't sound very exotic, but I was able to get 4 hours worth of oxygen into something about the size of a can of soda. That's as a result, I was invited into Black Projects and took a look at one of the Navy's next generation mini subs, and was given the opportunity to develop tech for it. And Lifewave came out of that program. I started the company then in 2002 to take the technology public. And today, we've grown dramatically. We're a global company that distributes products in over 80 countries, offices all over the world, and over 80 clinical studies, and still developing new tech. We have about a 10-year plan going forward in rolling out new tech other than the patches to support stem cells and regeneration. So I'm more excited today about the future of the company than I ever have been, based on our current state of work.